Okay, we're working with literal equations, and this is the answer, or the process to get the answer that I showed at the end of the last video. We have 9/5 times the temperature in Celsius plus 32 equals our temperature in Fahrenheit. And I wanted you to solve for Celsius if our Fahrenheit temperature is 212. Of course, we could just plug in 212 here and then go through the process to solve for C. And really, that's what we are going to do. But I'm not going to plug in the 212 because we're talking about literal, if that helps, equations. I'm going to go through the process of solving for Celsius first, for C first, and then plug in the F and get the answer from there. Okay? So first thing, I want to get rid of my plus 32, and inverse operations tells me that if I want to get rid of a plus 32, I just subtract 32 from both sides of the equation. And so that leaves me with 9/5 C on this side, that goes away, equals F minus 32. 9/5, anytime I want to get rid of a fraction, I can look at this as, this is really two operations, right? This is 9 times C, and this is C divided by 5. So we can look at this as two separate operations, but we can also get rid of both operations at the same time. So if we're doing 9 times C, then we won't know we want to divide by 9. And if we're doing C divided by 5, we know that we want to multiply by 5, because those are our inverse operations, right? Multiplying by 5 is the inverse of dividing by 5, and dividing by 9 is the inverse operation of multiplying by 9. So we want to multiply this whole thing by 5/9. But again, if we do it to this side, we have to do it to this side. And with multiplication, remember, to do it to the side, when we're adding and subtracting, we can tag that onto the end, because that's how we add that to the side. We're still adding it to the whole side, but we don't have to do parentheses or anything. When we're multiplying, we need parentheses or brackets or something to show that we're multiplying everything on this side by the same thing. So we're multiplying this by 5/9, we need to multiply everything on this side by 5/9. We can't just do the 32, the F will feel left out, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to multiply this through. This cancels out and becomes a 1, and so we have 1C. We don't need to write the 1, but we could. We could write 1C. We just want to know what the value of 1 degree Celsius is, I guess. 1 degree Celsius, 5 times all of this on top would give me 5F, minus 5 times 32 is 160. And all of that divided by 9. So 1 degree Celsius is equal to 5 degrees Fahrenheit minus 160 divided by 9, which is a lot, I understand. So we're going to plug this in now. So that means that C equals 5 times 212 minus 160, all divided by 9. Okay, so 5 times 212 is 1,060. Minus 160 divided by 9. And then 1,060 minus 160, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm going to go ahead and do the old way of subtracting. Probably like 900. So 0, 6 minus 6 is 0, 10 minus 1 is 9. So 900. So this equals 900 over 9, which 900 divided by 9, I'm not even sure you guys can see that far. 900 divided by 9 equals 100. Okay, so, which makes sense. That was the answer that I gave you at the end of the last video. 1,060 minus 160, 900 over 9. So we know that 212 degrees Fahrenheit is 100 degrees Celsius. And hopefully you got that. If not, go back and look at your steps, see where you might have made a mistake. Did you forget to multiply the F by 5/9 as well? Did you do something else? look through it, see if you can figure out what went